Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to write an equation that passes through 2 points, given 2 points, and we are gonna use the calculator for this. Alright, before we jump on the calculator, I'll show you some keywords here. So first it says write an equation. That means we are going to write something like this: y equals to mx plus b, or ax plus by equals to c. So we are going to create an equation. This is an equation. This one is an equation. So it doesn't specify which kind of equation. That's why we can go through all of them. What is asking is to write an equation. So we after understand this one. So what is given? We have 2 points given here. Then let's do that points here. 2 and -1, and we have here -3 and 3. All right. So from this 2 point, I'm going to make a table. As you know that pairs start with x and follow up with the y. So this one is gonna be x, this one is gonna be y. So x1 value here is gonna be 2, and y value is gonna be -1, which is this one, and -3 is gonna be x, and 3 is going to be y. So after you create this table from these 2 points, we are going to make this table on here on the calculator. On the calculator, on the main menu, we open a new document. From here, we choose list and spreadsheet, which is 4. You can click 4 or just click here. As you see that we have a table, we have a spreadsheet, which is look like our spreadsheet here. It starts with the x and y. So here, this box in the very top, I'm going to put x. And then here next to it, of course, is going to be y. The second line here, the equals line, this line, we are going to leave it empty. We don't put anything in here. We start putting the values here in the 1, 2. If we gonna show it like this, this is the first line, this is the second line. Here, the first is gonna be 2 and -1. So let's put 2 here and -1 here. As you see, I used this negative, not this negative. This is subtraction, this is the negative sign. If you use the negative, this one is gonna give an error, so be careful with that. And here is -3. I use this -3, and then here is 3. Okay, looks like we put everything. After this, I'll show you one step is gonna make it wrong, and I will explain why it's gonna be wrong. So go ahead and press menu. From here we go data. After data we have to put quick graph, but here it doesn't show up the quick graph. I'm sorry, here it doesn't show up. Okay, hold on. Here in the 9, the quick graph, it doesn't show up here. We cannot click it. It is invisible because we did a mistake here. this is still here, it didn't record it. That's why you have to put enter or just move it down. So enter is gonna put it down here, or you just go move it down. Now it's gonna record it. Now that will work after this point. And leave this box under the tree. So don't change the position of this. Now go menu again, data, and now it's here, quick graph. Okay, so it's gonna open a new graph here like this. This is a coordinate plane. Let's draw it here. On the coordinate plane, we know that the vertical one is the y-axis, horizontal one is the x-axis. That is why we are going to assign the axis on the calculator. So this line, we know that is gonna be y, and this line here, you click it, it's gonna be x-axis. And now we have the coordinate plane y and x-axis, and it gives us 2 points like this. So this point -3 and 3, here is 2 and -1. So let's go put it here. We have 2 points. It's on a -2, -3, and here, somewhere here. Okay. Now our goal here to make a line passes through on this 2 points. And then we have to find the equation of this line. Now go back to calculator. We are here in this page. Go menu and analyze. From here we go regression. And the very first one, it says linear, show linear. This is a linear line, this is a line. That's why we choose the show linear. It's not a quadratic, not a cubic, not an exponential. It's a linear line. That's why we put linear. And here, boom, there you go. We have an equation here. We got the answer, which is y equals to -0.8x plus 0.6. So this one is y equals to mx plus b, which is slope-intercept form. Okay, this was the first slope-intercept form. Now we are going to find standard form. So the standard form is ax plus by equals to c. We have to manipulate this one to the here. Oops, sorry. This one we manipulate it to that one. So let's go ahead and put here y equals to 0.8x plus 0.6. All we need to do, move that 0.8x to this side. So we know that we have to put plus 0.8x on both sides of the equation. And here, this is gonna be y plus 0.8x equals to, they're gonna cancel each other, 0.6. And now this is the standard form. This both equation is the same thing. They both is the answer. This is the slope-intercept form, this is the standard form. Since it didn't specify here what kind of form here is gonna be, that is why we just find both of them. Let's see our graph in the calculator. See if it's gonna be the same thing on both if you put it in a calculator. So I'm going to open a new document, Control Doc. It's gonna give me a new document. I'm going to put the graph. For the graph, first let's type y equals to 0.8x plus 6. So this is the fx. I'm going to delete it and put it in a relation, or is y equals to, that's why I'm going to put this one, y equals to negative 0.8x plus 0.6. And now see the graph. This is the graph of slope-intercept form. And then let's go ahead and do the standard form as well. To put another line, you have to click the tab, and it says the relation 2. If you go up, you will see your first relation. This is the first one, is check mark, and go down, and this is your second graph. And this one is gonna be y plus 0.8x equals to 0.6, and answer. As you see, that overlapped, so which means they are the same equations. They are the same line. So both of the answer is right. It's y equals to 0.8x plus 0.6, and y plus 0.8x equals to 0.6. Either both is the same answer.